the total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Avant. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Clemson's offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Avant. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Schwartz. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Golden Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gets it away off his back foot. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Montgomery. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They feed him again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Got enough space. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He's got the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Got him in the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. back open in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Got it in the middle. It's Avant. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cal!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Witherspoon. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that.
He's got it inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Yeah, it's out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Witherspoon. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find it.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They'll go to the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Cal! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Fires downfield. And they can't make the connection on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Witherspoon. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Clemson jumps to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Gonna look downfield again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Clemson. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Clemson, 17.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard.
Going for it all. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's first and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
17.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Witherspoon. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Give to the running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters today from there in Berkeley. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking downfield on first down. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quick. Defense forced a big turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Going to the running game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly complete. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Pocket breaking down. Connection to the right. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
Pace, 27, jump.
Running back searching for a hole. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get... to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The give out of the gun. Tackled at the 40. After picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Handoff from the shotgun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. To the air on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
It's saying if they pay me, I'll do this for free.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. The quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Utah State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Avant. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got a man. It's Schwartz. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Clemson set up with another first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wide open downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Snap in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Golden Bears come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got the...
Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and goal. They just keep firing. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Cal! And the route is on. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Clemson, 31.
Looking for blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Schwartz. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls it in. It's Schwartz. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll immediately call timeout. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody.
He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. They want to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Coming out with it, it's Witherspoon. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Schwartz. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Utah State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Cal! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
To the air on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Clemson will send the punt team out.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They bring him down, strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.